on the topic of collabs, we got a ton of people who, like, as you mentioned, loved your collab with BTS. And then we had a ton of people ask about your collab with Louis Tomlinson. And so many people just wanted to know, like, what it was like working with him. Obviously, he was in, like, one of the biggest boy bands of all time. So I think people are big fans.
Okay, so when I got in the studio with Louis, we started talking about doing music. I didn't understand how big One Direction really was. I knew they were a boy band. Of course, everyone knows them. You can't deny, like,
Yeah.
but I just didn't know until, like the first, like when he followed me, and then I felt like, I remember. So he came to one of my shows at Hakkasan, and then I think he followed me, and then I was like, wait, why are all these fans of One Direction like going, oh my God, Louis followed Steve, and then I followed him back, and then we started DMing, and then I'm like, yo, we gotta get in the studio, and then that's when I got the first taste of his fandom, and then we got in the studio, and then there's a glimpse of us doing a song, and then it was just like the floodgates opened up, and I'm like, oh my God, it's just insane, like how I say it, like they're like bees. They like clump together and they just make things happen. It's incredible. They are their own PR, their own network, their own social media, their own marketing. They're like an institution. They're like a major label that wished they could be that. You know what I mean? Like that they're like, it's incredible to see that kind of force behind
Yeah.
a group. And I'm talking just about the fans, but like working with Louis, what what a humble dude. Like, never did he ever talk about his fame or like the clout that he has. It's like when we're in the studio, we're just two guys in the studio working on music, and we have worked on a couple different ideas, but Just Hold On was by far the banger of all of them, and that's how it generally works. You like work on some ideas, like, okay, this sounds good, but let's see if we can come up with something better. And then it just was like a high, those high five moments, like, yo, we got something big.